All right, what's going on, beautiful people? It's the North Shore 9 post-game show powered by Manny Brothers. I'm Tyler. With me is Neil Z. Neil, how are we doing today?
I'm so mad. What a waste of my time.
How do you think I feel,
What
man?
a waste.
I've had 2 days in a row where I've had rain delays.
Ugh, yeah. I completely forgot about that too. There's a rain delay. Like,
yeah.
At least I got my run in. Like I don't know. Like that's something. But no, I can't stand watching this team. Can't stand it.
Yeah, I think we're all in a similar boat right now. As you can tell by the attitudes, the Pirates drop another one, lose this one 2-1. They are now, what are they, 12-22? Yeah, 12-22 on a year. 10 games
10
under
games
500.
under.
It
10 games under, and it's not even the middle of May.
Yeah, it's May 3rd.
We are as bad as the White Sox.
Yeah. Hasn't been fun.
No.
Hey, it's also Kentucky Derby Day, though. And it's time to head to the track as the first leg of the Triple Crown. The Kentucky Derby is here. BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all Kentucky Derby info and sports betting action. With the largest selection of odds on everything from NBA to NHL playoffs to the MLB and UFC and boxing, BetOnline has you covered for all your online wagering info. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and the live casinos. BetOnline, the game starts here. Neil, let's start this one off with the 9th inning. And we heard Derek Shelton say in the offseason that David Bednar was not going to be handed the closer position. He ends up being handed the closer position. We all know what ended up happening. He goes down to the minors. He came back. I think he's looked really good since returning. I wanted to come on here and complain that David Bednar got that 9th inning spot, but I'll be honest with you, Neil. I don't think I can complain about that because nobody else is available. Their bullpen is depleted as hell right now.
I can't complain about it either because I don't think Bednar was bad.
I don't either.
Besides blocking the play, I have no idea what he was doing. I don't think it actually impacted the play, but yeah, I don't mind it at all. I think he's been really good since coming up. So if there's anyone to go to, I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, I don't either. And let's just lay out what.
Joey Bart has to field the ball. That wasn't a hard ball to field. It wasn't a crazy pitch.
So let's just go ahead and lay out the 9th inning. The Pirates are in a tie game. Fernando Tatis Jr., the Pirates playing no doubles, guarding the lines. He hits a ground ball in between shortstop and third base. That should never be a double. Turns into a double. I believe it's either the next batter or the batter after that. Tatis steals third. This is where I do start to get irritated. Because this is simple baseball stuff, man. Bednar just does not pay attention to him whatsoever in that spot. He gives him maybe one look. Joey Bart does nothing to tell David Bednar, step off, step off, step off. My God, stand up, wave your arms for all I care. Everybody in the stadium can tell he's going in that spot.
Yep.
No alert to Bednar. He steals third easily. It's little things like that they just don't do well, and the Padres took advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand, what Bart's calling. You're 100% right. Everyone could tell that Tatis was going to steal third, and we also knew that nothing was going to be done about it. I know Bart got someone last night, but I think they were saying on the broadcast, he's only thrown out 2 base runners all year. It's 2 or 3 or something for 22. And it's not good enough. And it showed, and I think Bednar even did a really good job, battling back. He got the strikeout. He got the 2 outs. And it didn't even matter. It was one ground ball through the middle, and they beat us off of that. And that's just, it's not acceptable. You can't throw away baseball games like that.
No, especially when you're not a very talented baseball team.
Yeah. Which is a shame because like the bullpen is one of the better parts of the team, and like I don't think the bullpen was particularly bad today, or hasn't been particularly bad. But like, when we go back to like the really good teams, like the teams that we like think about, like the game was over after the 7th inning. No matter what happened, if the Pirates had the lead after the 7th, the game was over, and that's not the case. When this team, when you have a 1-run lead, you're just kind of counting the innings to see how long it takes before they give it back up.
Yeah, basically. And let's just get to how the Padres scored the run there. It is a curveball in the dirt that I'd like to get your perspective on that. Tatis on a ball that doesn't get very far from Joey Bart. He scores on what's called a wild pitch. The difference in the game right there. Who are you blaming there?
100% on Bart. Sorry. Well, you got to feel that. That's maybe I don't know catcher, but I feel like a normal, decent catcher fields that ball pretty easily and definitely can get back to the plate in time before Tatis steals home. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely misreading the situation, but that's what I saw.
Yeah, I don't think I disagree with you. The thing is, the ball did not get that far from him. I think if we're really going to do anything here, you got to tip your cap to Fernando Tatis because there's not many people who are going to score on that play. So
Tatis is one of the best players in baseball, 100%. Yeah. But like
instinct-wise,
doesn't use it.
No, it does not. But like, if that's O'Neal Cruz there, we're talking about how incredible that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, it's a really heads up and a really nice play by Tatis. But good teams don't let you get away with doing that. They make you pay for trying to get home on a wild pitch that gets 3 feet away from the catcher.
I think if we weren't 10 games under 500 and just like kind of been miserable watching the team all season, I'd be like more able to talk about that. But at this point, I was like, we just keep giving games away. Bad teams find ways to lose, and we keep finding those ways to lose. And today's one of the worst ones.
Yeah,
especially when you consider what Bailey Falter might have just had the best start of his life.
Yeah, we'll get to him, but I think maybe we're probably not going to give enough credit to Tatis on that play. Again, Joey Bart can't let that ball get away. He can't be so slow to get to it either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also, David Bednar's got to get off the damn mound.
Yes. All around was a very bad effort.
Right. And I don't think it was like they were walking in. It wasn't last year, our favorite guy, Grandal, lobbing the ball back to the pitcher.
No,
it wasn't that egregious, but like in that situation, you can't take anything for granted. And they did, and that was the difference in the game.
And it really sucks because like ultimately, like when in the grand scheme of things, like a second run score in the 9th really shouldn't be the difference maker either. And I'm sure we'll get to the offense. We're going to talk about the offense, I'm sure, but like, some people say right, like, fair, you're right, but like, a fluke run like that should be able to happen if it's the second run of the game in the 9th inning, and you should still be able to win the game. And so I don't really blame Bednar except for the fact he didn't really like get to the plate.
Right.
But I think he pitched pretty well actually, which is a shame because in a just world, he leaves that inning without any runs given up. Now we still have to wait for the Pirates to lose in extras after that, but like,
yeah, because I mean, who's coming in next, Nicholas?
Ugh. Yeah,
that's pretty much what they got left. It's Nicholas or Joey Wentz at that point.
Yeah, I think you're right. So no matter what, it's probably not ending too well.
Yeah, so I guess we got to get to the post-game show sooner.
Yeah,
Neil, they lost the game where they gave up 3 hits. Let's get to the offense. The Pirates lost to the Padres. They collect 6 hits. The Padres get 3. And somehow the Padres get 2 runs on 3 hits. Pirates strand everybody and their mother.
Yeah.
I don't know what the solution is with this team anymore, other than just acquire better baseball players.
It's crazy because like I think like there's like even exciting things to look at in this offense, but just the overall picture is so bad that like it doesn't matter. Like Emmanuel Valdez, like I genuinely think if he keeps on this track, he's going to be an everyday major league player. But besides that, like it's O'Neal. The Padres did not throw O'Neal Cruz a strike, and the only time he did, it was 118 miles an hour and knocked in a run. The Padres have realized that they can just pitch around to O'Neill Cruz and then nothing else will happen. And they're right. They're 100% right. There is nothing redeeming about this offense.
And the sad part is O'Neill Cruz gets walked 4 times a day. 50% of the time that he walks, it's a double. They are handing him doubles because they know nobody else can beat them.
Yeah. It's really sad.
They could start him on third base.
He would probably score 50% of the time if he started on third base. Like,
that's where teams are with.
Here's a little fantasy. If you play fantasy baseball, here's advice. This is what I've started doing. I've started winning matchups because of this. If the pitcher who's pitching against the Pirates is on waivers, claim him immediately. I claimed what's Randy Vasquez, I think his name is. Like, I claimed him. He got me plenty of points today. Like, you need to do this if you want to win. This is like when you start streaming like the defenses against the bad teams in fantasy football. Like, you got to start doing this with the Pirates because the Pirates offense is not going to hit them. So like, little tip from me to you: if you want to win your league, please start doing this.
4 walks today for O'Neill Cruz. I just want to talk about something positive. So let's just take a break from everything and let's talk about O'Neill Cruz. The only run provided today was from O'Neill Cruz in a 118-mile-an-hour single.
Mm-hmm.
He is as locked in gets, and I feel like I have to say that every single time I'm on here.
He looks great. His OPS is now over 1,000 against right-handed pitchers. Like, he's been really, really good. I'm so happy with the walk rate. I know that not only are pitchers scared of him, but like, he really is just not chasing what he used to chase. Like, his discipline from last year to this year is night and day. And I'm just so impressed. Like a 911 OPS. He's tearing the cover off the ball. He's one of the fastest guys in the league. Like, there's really nothing you can fault him for in offense right now.
Offensively, absolutely not. If we do want to have a little bit of a gripe with O'Neill Cruz today, I guess I have to bring up the last play of the game where he takes off on a line drive by Brian Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
And that gets turned into a double play. It's not good base running, but I'm not going to crush O'Neill Cruz today.
I think that was actually pretty unlucky, but like, good shift by the Padres, I suppose.
Yeah, he's got to freeze.
I agree with that.
And I guess, like, if I'm going to complain a little bit, and I don't know if I really can in that instance, I kind of wanted to see him run there, but they had thrown so many balls in a row that you don't want to give him an out. I still think maybe after the first strike they throw, I'd like to see O'Neill on the run there.
I was surprised he didn't run. I thought that was going to come immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just because he has been so consistent. Like, he hasn't been thrown out like in like 34 straight attempts. I was very surprised that he wasn't on second base after that first pitch.
Yeah, and I think he didn't go early in the count just because he had just been walked and it looked like the command was shaky.
Mm-hmm.
But once you see that first strike, take off.
Yeah.
In that situation, bottom of the 9th inning, you're down by 1 run and you're O'Neill Cruz. You haven't been thrown out in a decade on the bases. Go.
Yeah.
That's the greenest of green lights.
100%. Like, it's kind of like the Tatis situation where, like, Tatis is that good that he's going to steal third and there's really nothing you can do about it. Cruz is kind of there too. Like, it's going to be really, really hard to throw him out. It's going to take like the perfect throw to do so. So it's worth the risk.
Yeah, and that's if he doesn't get a good jump.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I really would have liked to see him running in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's on base 5 times a day.
Yep.
O'Neill Cruz is not the reason they lost. So
no. We left 10 runners on base.
10 runners. Yep.
What's even crazier about that is that if when Vasquez left, we had 10 runners left on base. We ended the game with 10 runners left on base, which means that we just did not touch this Padres bullpen whatsoever.
Not at all.
And they had a long night last night too. The Padres were not like, it's not like the Padres had like a super deep bullpen to go to either, because they pulled Cease last night in the 5th. So like, you got to start hitting off of these guys.
Yeah, so the Pirates finished the game with 6 hits, and all 6 hits were collected off of Vasquez. Not a single hit off the bullpen. Only 3 walks. How many strikeouts were mixed into there? Hey, the bullpen actually didn't strike out the Pirates at all. Weird game.
That's wild to me. No strikeouts and no hits for the final 4 innings of the game. That's insane.
Especially with the Pirates lineup where there's a lot of swing and miss here.
Mm-hmm.
And then anyone else offensively you want to talk about?
I guess my question, what do you think of that Canario send?
Yeah, I did want to talk about that as well. I didn't hate that either.
I didn't hate it either. I thought that was just a really, really good throw by
Lockridge.
By Lockridge. Yeah, that was the perfect throw. I actually thought it was a pretty good send, and especially when you're a team desperate for runs. I thought that was fine.
Oh, we kind of cut out there, but no, I didn't dislike the send at all. And there's 2 outs there. What are the odds that you're going to square up 2 baseballs with runners in scoring position in a row? You have Adam Frazier coming up. Lockridge isn't an outstanding arm out there or anything. I'm okay with it. It took a really good throw to get him out. And that's what ended up happening. There's been a lot of sends this year by Rebello I don't agree with. This isn't one that I'm going to complain about.
I agree with that. It's really just kind of like the Tatis thing where the Padres are just a team that find ways to win. They make those plays, and the Pirates simply don't make those plays on a consistent basis at all.
No. But no, I'm glad you agree with me because there was a lot of people on Twitter not happy with that send. And nobody likes the third base coach ever.
Yeah, and to be, I think that being hard on Rebello is fair. He's had a lot of bad sends this year. That one I think is fine. And was it Canario? It was Canario, right? Or was it Valdez?
No, I think it was Valdez. Yeah.
Oh, it was Valdez. Valdez was, not the fastest guy in the world, but
right.
I think 95% of the time you're safe on that send. So
it took a perfect throw.
Yeah. That's kind of when that happened, I'm like, well, we're probably losing this game.
Oh yeah.
I was like, Bailey Falter is going to give up 1 run, and then something's going to happen with the bullpen. They're that predictable.
Yeah, and then let's just talk about Bailey Falter. Coming off a rough outing, he was awesome there. Plain and simple, he was awesome. Do you think he had a game plan against the Padres?
Didn't look like he was doing anything different than what he normally does. He's a different pitcher in PNC Park. I can't explain it. Maybe it's the batter's eye. Maybe it's just the fact that it's a nice pitcher's park. But the Padres looked really fooled. We've been talking about Tatis a lot. There is one point where Tatis swings and hits a fastball in the middle of the zone up into the air, which should be a home run swing, and it just barely makes it halfway through the outfield. And that was just one of the starts for Bailey Falter, where that's the type of contact he's inducing. I was amazed. It was awesome.
I think Bailey Falter's kind of simple. When he's able to command his fastball up in the zone, and obviously that's what he planned on doing today, was throwing everything up and in to the Padres.
Yeah.
And he was very successful doing that today. Whenever he struggles, he's down or he's up too much where it's not a competitive pitch with that fastball. When he's able to locate that right above the hands, he's very difficult to hit. The problem is that that's a very tough pitch to throw as well.
Yeah, and
when he's able to do it,
consistent.
Right. And that's what happened against the Dodgers last week when he got let up a little bit. He wasn't able to get it. I almost said he wasn't able to get it up. He was not able to throw the pitch up in the zone. And they made him pay. Today, everything up and in on the hands. He was able to get it at the very top of the zone. Slider worked well off of it. They just could not touch the fastball, though.
Yeah, the fastball is the gem of the pitch today. And again, I think I say it every time Bailey Falter has a good outing, but it really just my brain doesn't compute seeing these 92-mile-an-hour fastballs in the zone, and hitters just keep getting under it, causing these weak fly balls on pitches that look like should be sent to space. And it's so much fun to watch. If I wasn't just stewing there about the offense, I think I would have enjoyed the start a lot more because it was fun to watch.
It was, but also I don't know about you, but does it seem like He's throwing harder than 92. Like, it looks like it gets there quick on TV, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if just my eyes play tricks on me because they're swinging through it. But,
Mhm.
like, you see that 92 pop up, you're like, man, that looks like 95.
Not sure I agree, but I think I kind of want to see it as like 92 because I think it's a lot funnier imagining guys just whiffing at 92.
That's
Like that,
true.
I like that more.
That's true. But he was awesome today. 6
Mhm.
strikeouts, 2 walks over 7 innings. The only run he gave up was a home run to Machado.
Yeah. But like 7 innings, like of one inning ball, like 2 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, like that's fantastic.
Yeah, he was,
And it was really a shame he doesn't walk away with the win here.
again, that's the thing, man. Like, if you want to be a good baseball team, you have to win these games where you're getting good starts from Bailey Falter. You have to win the Paul Skeens starts, like 2/3 of those, and then you have to win damn near 100% of the Bailey Falter 7-inning gems. You
Yeah.
can't lose those games if you want to be a good team.
Yeah, and we've lost many of those games in spades this year already. Like,
Yeah.
I know we're waiting on reinforcements from the offense, but like the season, like this offense has destroyed the season. Like it's over. I'm sorry. Like it sucks. It sucks to say it, but like it's over. Like
It's a very steep hill to climb at this point.
yeah. Well, because I was looking at it, because like we're about to be 10 games under, and I did find this for like 2015. We'll go 10 years. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 7 teams in the last 10 years that have gone from 10 games under to 10 games over 500 in a season. And based on how the Cubs are tracking, if you want, and how the NL's working, you're probably going to need to be 10 games over to make the playoffs. So we need to be the 8th team in 10 years to go 10 games over 500. And I don't know how anyone can be like, this offense has it. This team has that ability. I don't see it at all. And I don't want to be this big of a doomer, but like, I don't know. I don't see a path forward where we're a competitive baseball team this year. And it's the offense's fault, unfortunately. I think the pitching staff has been perfectly acceptable up to this point, even with a couple of complaints. Even with Carmen Majinski as the 5th starter, we are still not like the pitching staff has been good enough that you could probably compete in the Central. This offense has tanked it all.
Yeah. I think you nailed it there.
Yeah.
I mean, we said it before the year, all you needed was just adequate offensive baseball.
Yep.
This has been so poor. It's not even JV level. This is pathetic. They walked. How many times did they walk today?
We had 8 walks
They
today.
had 8 walks today and scored 1 run. Situational hitting, awful. Hitting with runners in scoring position, awful. I guess you can get on base, like base running off, everything awful.
Yeah. Like 6 hits, 8 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 run. That shouldn't be possible, right? Like, am I going crazy? Like, I feel like that should result in a lot of runs, especially when you consider how much of that came in the first 5 innings. Vasquez should have given up 5. I don't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I blame the hitting coach for this. I just think the players are garbage. Like, when you look down this order, it is terrible. Like, after Valdez, the bottom 4 is just a void of it's an absolute void.
Well, hey, you know what is going to happen here at some point? Jared Triolo is going to get that home run because he came close again today. Yesterday, he kind of jogged out of the box thinking that he got all of that one. He had another one today that was probably about 3-4 feet from the fence. He's going to get one here. I'm calling it. Tomorrow, Jared Triolo is running into one.
All right.
Use the Bet Online app.
How about Teoscar Hernandez Jr.? Is he going to be hitting soon?
I don't know. Also, Hunter Barco called up to AAA. Does that mean Bubba Chandler coming up to the majors next week?
I hope so, man. I need something else to cheer for.
Fair enough.
I need something else to latch onto.
And then Jim wants us to mention here that Canario is on a 3-game hitting streak.
Well, congrats. He's now hitting 132 with an OPS of 425.
Yeah. I don't know, Neil.
I'm tired.
I got nothing else to say about this team today.
I agree. I think I had a lot of pent up. I haven't been on a whole lot of losses, and so I think I've had a lot of pent up feelings to get off. So sorry about that.
No, it's very deserved. So let's get out of here. Pirates drop another one, 2-1 to the Padres. Machado and Tatis basically single-handedly beat the Pirates. We'll be back with
beat the Pirates.
That too. We'll be back with you tomorrow. I will not be, thankfully. And that's that's when we'll be giving out Sammys.
Yeah.
So we're out of here. I'm Tyler. That was Neil. Thanks for tuning in. Come back for sandwiches tomorrow. We're out of here. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucs.